Welcome to episode 39 of We Have Issues. I'm Anthony.
And I'm Stevie Wildcard.
And every week, Steve Wildcard and I get together and we do our best to toss a grenade in the lap of our problems and watch them explode over us and rain like beautiful confetti as we celebrate our victories.
As we walk away like cool looking dudes from the explosion.
That's what we do. We don't look at the explosion. We slowly walk away from it. But so every week we get together and we do our best to just create something interesting comic booky. We've been trying to do this for decades, but this time we're making some serious progress. We've done more of this book than we've ever accomplished of any other book at this point, right, Stephen?
Yeah, I believe so.
So every week we get together, we talk about our progress a little bit. We talk about what gets in the way and how, we don't usually talk about how we avoided what gets in the way because we just kind of tolerate these things and get the work done as best we can. But this week we had some things to do. I had to letter some pages. Stephen, you were drawing. You wanted to get 2 pages drawn. How'd you do?
I did not draw 2 pages, but once again, sidestep success. It wasn't really a failure this week because it was still a lot of progress. But no, I flatted 10 pages, which in my opinion, flatting is the long part. I mean, especially the pages I colored. I'm working in reverse because the way the book works is there's more characters later. So I figure if I work in reverse, I'll have everyone's color palettes as I'm going down. Yeah. I colored all of the campsite pages, which is crazy because there's so many characters in those pages.
What you did was phenomenal. Like it was insane. When you told me how much you had done, I was like, okay, well maybe you just got like a little bit. Like no, you just like completely flatted these pages and they look beautiful. As far as flats are concerned, they look great. If you aren't familiar with like the comic book making process, flats, what we call flats, are just the very simple colors where you just choose the specific color for each individual shape. You don't necessarily you don't create any shadow, you don't create like the shading or like lighter tones, just one color on whatever it would be. It's basically the way a lot of cartoons are colored. It's like that cartoons often have like the simple cell shading otherwise, but the very muted tones of just like one color per image, outline, whatever it may be. However, it is a lot of work. It's very tedious. It can be a little depressing to sit there and do it, but it's also fun. And I think, what do you think about? Have you been using the iPad to do the coloring?
Actually, all those pages were done with a mouse.
I can't believe you're still doing this, Stephen. Go ahead.
The iPad is still going to be functionality. I got to figure out. I don't know if I should do it on this project because I feel like the way it's going to produce pages and stuff isn't going to match what we've done so far. So I'm just going to continue to like finish this project. I might flat future pages now with that iPad. Yeah. I don't know if you know, but this iPad was supposed to come in last Friday. And like, I literally didn't get it till Thursday. So most of these pages were already like, I was already like in the progress of working on a lot of these pages on my PC. So, yeah. So I think for Play It Again, I'm just going to finish with the pencils and then I'm going to really start messing with what I can do with the pen and stuff like that. And I'm definitely gonna be bouncing back and forth still, I think, because Procreate's really good for a lot of things and really bad for a lot of things. So I'm still going to utilize Photoshop.
Just like for the people, let's show people like some of the fun sketches you've been doing because like I keep seeing them on Twitter and you shared a couple.
Did you see the Hulk one I just posted?
I just saw that. It's so cool. Like I mean, it's like for the fact that they're sketches and you're just like doing them on the iPad. And I know how you draw. But they look phenomenal for what they are. And like I love the way like you're playing with colors now. So I'll put all of those up. Stephen is amazing. I mean, look at these. Stephen, you're amazing. Super talented. Also, okay, I mean, I'll get to that later. Stephen, you're also hilarious and amazing, and you're a beautiful person, and I love you.
Stop it.
That being said, Steve. Before I get ahead of myself, I also did my stuff this week. I wasn't able to do any more of the narration lettering, which is what I wanted to do, but that's only because you didn't do those other
do the drawing that needs those. You were describing last week. The next page is gonna be meaty. It's gonna be like all the narration on this 2 page. Steven, you got that 2-page?
Steven, you got that
I ain't got no 2 pages for you, bro.
No, man, I completely failed you on that. However, let me do no. But what I did is I started working on the dialogue pages, and it's been great. Like they look really good. I did notice that there isn't any written dialogue, and I knew this would happen because it's a lot of like one character talking, kind of like packing by himself. But there isn't dialogue for 8 pages.
Wow.
Yeah. So I added some, like I added, a few bits here and there, just like a few things that I think work with those pages that would make sense in the moment, that like isn't absolutely necessary, but I think contributes to the page overall in like a positive way. So like I contributed to those, or I finished those, and then I got all the way up to page 8, basically page 9.
That's awesome.
So yeah, so the dialogue is getting done, the lettering is coming together. I think the book's looking really great, and I'm really happy about that. I'm not happy about other stuff, Steven. I've had a week. I'm not happy. I wanted to get more done, but I was mad. I was depressed. I was sad. One of the reasons I was super freaking mad, Steven, is I lost Preppy Carlos, Steven.
You lost Preppy Carlos?
Okay. For the listeners, first of all, no one knows what I'm talking about, and I'm getting ahead of myself. You ever get like really excited about something, and you're like, I'm not going to give you any context. I'm just going to freak out about this for a minute. That's where I am right now. My headspace, people. Okay. If you listened to our episode last week, you'd already know this information. If you haven't, I created an alt account on Twitter. I like to be on Twitter. It's fun for me. I started getting kind of bored on there, and I wanted to do something new. And so you know what? A lot of people have been saying like Keanu Reeves, like there are a million Keanu Reeves bot accounts. So I created a Keanu Reeves account called Reeves Dude. I thought it was going to be a lot of fun, and it has been. It's been great. So I've been posting all this like nonsense, and all these people are saying nice things, and all these people are adding in a lot of engagements, a lot of fun. But then what happened, Steven, was I started getting DMs on the Reeves Dude account, and I thought, whoa, I'm gonna get to talk to these people as Keanu Reeves, and I get to mess with bots and scammers as Keanu Reeves.
The ultimate bot messer upper, really.
It's going to be so good. Like, I am here to ruin your day. Like, I cannot wait. Like, it was great. So this man named Preppy Carlos slid into my DMs, okay?
Slid so slickly.
Just like a slithery snake, just slithered on in there.
Hey,
like the preppiest of Carloses. And you know what? Do you have that pulled up? Do you
think he went to like Saved by the Bell? Do you think he went to the same high school and like Slater called him Preppy all the time also because he was like really well dressed?
He just really, maybe he emulated Zach Morris. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe right now he froze time. Maybe he didn't disappear. He just froze time.
He just went.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's just talking.
Why didn't anyone ever talk about that? Why didn't anyone ever talk about the fact that Zach Morris was either from the future, could manipulate time, was a god, was from a different, like, what? He was an alien. He could freeze time. And
Zach Morris is all.
And he knew he was being watched. Like, I think Zach Morris was a god. Like, he was an evil god who did terrible things.
He was a trickster god.
He was a trickster god. Zach Morris was Loki. That's canon.
That's absolute canon.
So, okay.
All right, real quick. Keanu dates robots. Keanu dates robots.
So
Carlos.
Preppy Carlos.
Preppy Carlos.
So in this so in this read, Steven will play the part of Preppy Carlos.
The man, the myth, the legend.
And I will play Reeves Dude, Keanu.
So I want to start off by letting everyone know Preppy Carlos's account says, Preppy Carlos, I'm here for friends, not for fakes accounts, neither for scammers, all USA, Canada, etc. Great to be to you. Great be to you. Hello, friend. My name is Preppy Carlos. How about you?
Hello. My name is Chuck Spadina.
All right. I'm from USA, San Francisco, but working in Canada. How about you?
I'm of the earth.
All right. What is your profession?
Oh, sir. I don't mean to be unhumble, but I am most triumphantly famous. Do you not recognize me?
I didn't really recognize you, but did you recognize me?
Of course. Who doesn't know Preppy Carlos?
All right. Are you on Instagram?
No, I don't do drugs anymore. I am on life.
All right. Send me your WhatsApp number. I have to commit to this all right character.
Yep.
Send me your WhatsApp number because it's nice to connect with you there.
Oh, now I know the truth. Preppy Carlos would never use WhatsApp. Who are you?
No, I use WhatsApp because of my business friends working with. You know me, but I don't you.
Who are you? What did you do with Preppy Carlos? Tell me now.
Friend, I am Preppy Carlos. You can find me in LinkedIn, Instagram, official site, Facebook, and any other social apps because I am popular. But I don't know you. That is why I demand for your WhatsApp number for me to see your pictures and videos.
Listen, you absolute phony. I am fucking Keanu Reeves. And by that, I don't mean I'm having sex with him. Though sometimes that may be true.
All right. What is your occupation?
My life's work is about to become dedicated to one singular mission: finding Preppy Carlos and bringing you to justice. Okay, 2 singular missions.
All right.
I feel I'm at a loss here. I've done all I can to find Preppy Carlos, but you've hidden him well.
I'm Preppy Carlos.
Okay, so then what happened, unfortunately for everyone involved, and anyone who would care to see where that went, Preppy Carlos was eradicated. He was deleted from the Twitter for being a scammy bot. Now, I like to think that he just like disappeared into the Zach Morris atmosphere, like just as the ether of the preppies. But
I imagine the song "Drops of Jupiter" are about him.
But all preppies go to heaven. We all know that. But no, but I'm so sad. Okay,
It's horrible.
If you're out there, like I get it. If people are posting terrible things, if they're posting like violent things, threatening you, if they're harassing you at all, like in any significant way or any way at all, if people are out there being like doing like terrible things, block them and report them, do all that stuff. If you see a Preppy Carlos out there who's simply just like a scammy kind of douchey dude, let him go.
Let him ride.
Let him ride. Because you never know.
Anthony's got it.
I could be in the middle of a conversation with Preppy Carlos, and that's all I really wanted, guys. Like, that's all I wanted. I was so excited. I was like, this is amazing. The fact that this guy is named Preppy Carlos, and he's like sticking with this, and he doesn't know who I am, but Keanu Reeves knows who's Preppy Carlos, it's making me so happy. Like, I was so happy that it was happening. And then it was just like, and it's not the first time this has happened. Like, these people, they get reported and blocked like while I'm mid-conversation with them sometimes, and it just drives me crazy because I'm like, and some of them I'm like, because if you read some of the longer like conversations I've had with bots, I'm usually working towards some sort of like, I really hope I get to post this like silly thing, you know, whatever.
Yeah, you're aiming for, it's basically one big joke, and you're building that punchline.
Yeah,
almost every time.
And it's exactly, and it's always a stupid punchline. The point isn't that it's a hilarious joke. It's just that I'm stringing these silly bots along, like wasting the time of these scammers in such a way until I can do this ridiculous thing. And it was just like, but I never got, I can't, like Preppy Carlos is
never got satisfaction from that.
No, dude. So like, I'm just like, here's the thing, Steven. And what makes it even worse for me this week is, to be honest with you, like, I've just been having a weird life. I don't know, like, just like on Twitter, I just like, I don't know, like every once in a while, I'll just get like something stupid will happen, or I'll see the wrong things, and I'll just like start getting down and just like, I don't want to be here. I don't know why I'm on Twitter. I like, and then I start feeling like, like suicidal on Twitter, you know, like I'm ready, I'm just gonna delete it. Like, why do I do this anymore? I'm just gonna get off of Twitter. Like, just delete Twitter. Like, what? I'm just like that's what I'm like, I'm ready to end Twitter. And then I'm just like, why am I defining it by this, like all the worst things and not by like the better parts of it? Why am I letting myself do that? So anyway, so I got into the Keanu situation, but it's become the more enjoyable thing on Twitter for me. Like, okay, I'm at a point where it's more fun to be Keanu than it is to be me, and I don't know how to feel about that. It's weird. It's so weird. It is fun though. I don't expect to do it for very long. It's okay. I didn't expect to get to this point, Steven, but now there are actual like fans of the account. Like, there are people who comment and like share and like every post. And they're people I've never engaged with or interacted with and don't follow on my other account. So
That's
so
awesome.
but like, which is really cool, dude. Like it is, it's really cool. Okay, but I feel like a sense of responsibility then, where I'm like, do I have to keep this going forever?
Oh yeah, you are. You owe the people.
I'm the one now. Like, that's so silly, but it's so funny. But dude, I don't know. But I've kind of been like avoiding my real Twitter and avoiding my real life, aside from being like a good dad. But just like I've been Keanu Reeves for a while. Which is like, so I complimented you earlier, just because, I mean, first of all, you deserve it. But no, dude, like, you know what I realized? Okay, so I realized, and like, and rightly so. Not that like anyone needs to ever say anything to me, and I also am really bad at taking compliments, no matter what.
I am horrible at it.
I'm
Tina
horrible at it.
tries.
Like, and I know that. Like, I wish I was better at it. Like, I wish I wasn't such like a dismissive jerk about it. Or like, I try to be nice. I'm just like, thank you, and just kind of like move on. But like in my head, I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know if I really believe you, or if you're just saying this to be nice to me, or even if you are, I don't know if it matters or if it changes the way I feel about myself. Like, I like some things about myself, but there's some things that are like, no matter what you say, it's not gonna like redefine, like let me redefine myself. But I realized, dude, that like I've never seen someone who say I was funny before. You know what I mean? Like no one's ever been like, I've never seen someone outside of like having a conversation where people are laughing, where like that's like, oh, I like, I can assume that you think that thing I just said was funny because you're laughing. Like, that's what the reaction is. If I say a thing, you laugh, I can be like, there's that like my funny level up, like I'm leveling up my my points a little bit every time someone laughs at something stupid that I say. But I have no recollection of like someone going, hey man, oh, that guy, that account is really funny, or like Anthony is really funny. Like, not at all. Like, it's not in there. But in like looking for new people to follow in the Keanu Reeves account, I've seen people posting about it, saying how funny it is and how smart it is.
It's
like,
a nice
dude, it's weird is what it like. It's
the anonymous. It's the anonymous compliments that you need.
Yeah,
because there's not, you're owed nothing. They don't know who you are. They're not giving it to you for any other reason, which I'm not even going to say that other people are doing that to you, but it's just kind of the way our thought process works, is that, oh, you're just pulling my chain because I'm not deserving of that. But now that you have like this anonymous account where people are complimenting you, and they're not trying to, they can't save face. They're not even trying to, like, then it's a more direct compliment, I guess.
It is. And it sucks because it's like, of course of course it means more when someone loves me and like actually knows me and still thinks that I'm funny, even though they see the parts that aren't funny or great or attractive or whatever, and it should mean more that those people are there. But why does it feel so much better to come from the anonymous strangers who probably suck if I got to know them? I don't know them. Like, I don't know.
You would hate them.
I could hate them. In fact, the reason that like I took a couple days Twitter break from my normal account, just because I was feeling down, but I wasn't even necessarily feeling down about my normal account. It was something that happened on the Keanu Reeves account. And I don't want to talk about it because like we don't talk about like politics and stuff, but it's just like I saw some things and people kind of commented some things. And I was just like, why? Why do you exist? Why would you say those things to an anonymous Twitter account? Like, what do you hope to gain? What are you doing? Like, look at what I'm doing. Look at what, like, just look. It's ridiculous. Anyway, so I was spiraling a little bit. So I was just like, I'm not in a good headspace. I want to like back off of Twitter a little bit, and I'll just post like, I'll keep the Keanu thing up because the Keanu thing kind of like if I take a step away from my normal account and I step into the Keanu shoes, I feel like it's like the Clark Kent Superman. Like, no one knows it's me. Like,
you just take your glasses off.
I've never seen Keanu and Anthony in the same room, but yeah, we've been there all along. Anyway, so but it's weird. It's been really weird. It's a fun way to spend my time when I'm not working on things. It's kind of cool just to have a thing that is for fun. It's been a while since I've done something that's just for fun, because I can't remain anonymous and sell myself. I can't like remain anonymous and try to like promote the podcast. I can't remain anonymous and try to, you know what I mean? So really it's just like, anonymity and fun, you know, is it's all I get from it. So it's kind of
Mhm.
it's kind of cool because I don't really have anything else like that, and I do need ways to spend my time because I'm clearly never dating again because I'm gonna die alone, and it's just what's
You're
happening.
not gonna die alone.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna have all of my Keanu fans. That's like it's gonna be me and a couple of dogs that I get, so I can just like live that Keanu Reeves life. Dude,
There's gonna be like some weird like post-apocalyptic reality for you where I die, but Sam becomes your dog, and you two just like travel the wastelands trying to avenge the murderer of my family.
yes, that's exactly what we would do. Yeah, man, we really would, wouldn't we? I saw. Speaking of like avenging something and like avenging deaths, I saw a meme. It was like a picture of the Predator holding the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles heads. Like it was like a statue or like a draw. I forget, but it was like a statue that someone made. It was like the Predator from the Predator movies holding all of the Ninja Turtles heads. Okay,
That's pretty impressive feat, Mr.
yes.
Predator.
No, that's the
Considering
thing.
Danny Glover bested you.
That's exactly Steven, that's exactly
I'm
what
so
I'm
sorry. I always take your stuff.
No, dude. Honestly, that doesn't even matter because like that's my favorite thing. Is like it's like the fact that you're already there is why we're best friends. Like that's because
You couldn't even take Michelangelo, buddy. Okay,
Thank
like
you. Hey, thank you. And if you took Michelangelo, Donatello would shove the staff so far up your like you would be. There's no way he would. I mean, come on. He would be like
Raph or Leo would
and-
definitely. You know, I mean, like Raph and Leo are like the most skilled hand to hand.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's no way.
Absolutely, dude. So like and what drove me crazy was, and I did the thing that you shouldn't do. Like I did the opposite. I did the opposite of what you're supposed to do on the internet. Is I scrolled down through the comments and I saw how many people were like, "Yep, that's about right. That's what would happen." Has there ever been an iteration of Ninja Turtles in which they could best a Predator? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yes, the one where Danny Glover beat a Predator. Yes, or the one where Arnold Schwarzenegger in the jungle beat a Predator, like almost barehanded. Like I mean, like come on, man. Yes, it can be done by the right people. That's the whole point. Is it shouldn't be assumed that it would be such an easy feat for a Predator to take on the freaking Ninja Turtles, all four of them.
All four. They're
No.
teenage mutant Ninja Turtles. Like they fight like time traveling beings. They've like their enemy is literally a leader of an assassination clan. Like the foot soldiers are all trained ninjas. Like
Yeah, no, and that's the thing. I think that like people start to assume that like because they're painted as being like these silly pizza eating loving, like silly comic book loving like teenagers, that they're just a joke. And like you see the Foot Clan, they kind of seem silly. The truth is, they seem silly by like relative to the Ninja Turtles' amazing feats. Like the Ninja Turtles are awesome fighters. They are incredible at what they do. They have been trained well by the best in the business. By the way, I didn't see his head in that group, which would lead me to assume that he's about to murder the heck out of a Predator. Like
Splinter is gonna wreck.
for sure. There is no chance that Predator is making it off of Earth with those turtle like trophies. Not at all. By the way, would he take their heads or would he take the shells? I don't know.
I mean, why would you take the heads of the? I mean, I guess because
I know what he's yeah.
Predator statue, a bunch of shells wouldn't have been as cool looking.
I mean, can you imagine though, like coming like just finding like discovering the bodies of the turtles? I would have to try one of those shells, dude.
We're becoming Ninja Turtles.
The grossest, most.
You guys smell horrible. Did you just like? I just scooped the meat out. And I just kind of slid into the shell. Steven, are you naked in there? Yep. Getting the real feel.
Oh,
just taking a t-shirt like I do with the Ninja mask and just dyeing it.
Brandon would be terrified. Dude,
you've added adjectives to like what I was already afraid of.
Teenage Mutant naked?
Teenage Mutant naked ninjas.
Steven, you're not a teenager anymore. I'm a full-grown man. Full-grown naked Ninja Stevens.
I just imagine like stuff would kind of slide out the sides of that little turtle V.
Even then, he's half hard. Steven Power. I mean, how could you not be, Steven? I mean,
I'm wearing a Ninja Turtle shirt.
Like,
I'd be rocking a half the whole time. Like, no reason.
Yep.
I mean,
Yep, Steven fights with a staff for sure.
I would try to do like that lame like turtle spin on my back and then just get stuck and then get my ass kicked. Like this actually isn't making me a better fighter. It's like really hindering my movement and like
the only thing I'm good at is blocking. I can block like nobody's business. Yeah, I guess we wouldn't be able to get up. Yeah, we'd be screwed.
Yeah, so the predator would take the shells, and then like you can't do like just the masks because then it's like, what did he just like take their masks while we weren't looking?
No, we can't tell them apart. What do we do? He just gave the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles an identity crisis. I can't tell you apart. I like pizza. Me too.
Dude, we all like pizza.
Which one do you want? Well,
I've always wanted to use a bow staff. Well, wait, is that Donnie or is one of us want to be?
Yeah. I didn't expect to talk about turtles for that long, but here we are. Doing the thing we do.
Stephen and Anthony derailing their own podcast.
Yeah. We have issues. That's our theme song. I don't know if anyone knows our actual theme song. It's down. We have issues and we're really good at them. We're not good at stopping them. We're just good at having them. So okay, but I was thinking. So, dude, I was thinking about like dating and like being just how much dating can suck sometimes. And okay, I see a lot of posts and like I've had a lot of conversations, and I know for a fact that dating sucks. Online dating and like especially it sucks a lot more from the other perspective. Like,
I was gonna say I feel like
I think the reason that a lot of my dating experience has been mostly positive, although not like phenomenally successful in the long run, but like in short term, like dating as far as like experiences are concerned, overwhelmingly positive. Like there have been negatives, mostly funny stuff, like nothing terrible, nothing unforgivable, nothing like detrimental or like hateful. Like I haven't experienced any kind of like really like nonsense stuff from we talked about.
Hey, asshole.
yeah. So I've experienced like some fallout from like other stuff. However, like I know there are some guys on there who are just doing terrible stuff, like just awful stuff. So Steven, I have like I don't know where to go with this exactly, but I have like I have a quick pitches get stitches.
Ooh.
I'm gonna throw at you because normally when I do these, they're like comedy based and there's like a punchline or something, but this one I actually think it's a movie that if we wanted to, we could literally film. And I was just thinking about it. I think it's kind of a fun idea, and I want to pick your brain a little and see like what you might think.
Pitches get stitches.
Okay, so I call this one The Right Swipe. Okay.
Ooh.
So a guy, let's imagine me, whatever, comes home, and it's a normal home. It's obviously the home of like a new couple, like someone who's like recently been like sharing space, like you can see pictures up. It's not like a family home. It's clearly like younger people or like people who are, just like coming together to like make something, So he comes home, kind of throws his stuff down, looks around, and he sees in the middle of the living room, like on just like coffee table, there's a little package. It's just like, it's just like a little box, nicely wrapped, little bow on it. And he looks and he's like, and there's a note on it, and he picks it up and he kind of opens it up, and it says something like "Happy Anniversary." Just like I know, or it's like I know our special time has come. So it's like I know our special time has come. This is for you. So he opens it up, and it's just like I'm trying to think of. Okay, I don't want to improvise a whole scavenger hunt here, but it's just the first clue that's going to lead him around his house / apartment, like whatever it is. Like he's going to lead him around his home, discovering new clues. But as he does that, so he looks at the first clue, and it's kind of like a puzzle, and it's like a riddle. It's like, what's the opposite of wetter? And he's like, dryer. So like he goes over to the dryer, and he's like opens it up, and inside there's like another thing. There's like a picture. And he's like, what is this? And he's like looking on the back of it, and it's just like your favorite, color, blah, blah, blah. And like, so it leads into the next thing. But as he goes, Steven, I think it would be really cool if he starts realizing that the clues are getting more and more menacing, and that it wasn't necessarily an anniversary gift, but it's someone who's revealing things about his life that he doesn't want anyone to know.
Ooh, okay.
So as he's uncovering the scavenger hunt, he's realizing that someone knows something that he's done in the past. But the audience doesn't know what it is yet. No one knows what, but like we're finding, and he's just like,
So you're rooting for this guy too, almost to some
so
extent.
By
the end you won't be, but
yes. So it should start out as something that's really cute, and then you start feeling like, oh my gosh, this guy's in trouble, right? And you're like, something's happening where like someone's messing with this guy. They took his girlfriend. They took his, something happened, and they're messing with him. This is like Saw or the Riddler. This is like someone diabolical is messing with this guy. So he follows these clues, and it turns out that it's his girlfriend, and she has played him this whole time because she knows that he's someone who manipulates women and like does terrible things and has killed someone in the past.
Okay, so she must have caught on early enough.
She caught on early, and she was like a close friend to the girl that got killed.
Okay.
So she caught on, so she found out what his system was for like hunting these people on dating apps and such. So she became the woman that he hunts. She became the perfect bait and like sought him out and created this relationship, knowing what he does and knowing that he waits until this certain time to like strike and such. So she basically let herself become the bait to lure him into this false sense of security where he thought he was the hunter,
Low key solid segue from Predator, in my opinion. Like who's the predator, who's the prey, by the way.
Yeah, exactly, dude. So like, I don't know. I just think that would be like a really fun idea. I don't know how well we could sustain it for like an hour and a half, but like, I think we could if we tried, like if we like went into his past a little bit. But it could be like a really cool, just like one location type of story where it's like, he's uncovering these things and it's like pictures of like the woman that he killed and like all this stuff. And it just, I don't know. I think it could be really fun.
And you as the audience member don't know that the woman that's being in these pictures you think it's the girlfriend that's Yes. But it's actually someone else that he's hurt, and he's not going to reveal out loud who these people are because that's pretty cool.
Yeah, dude. So I don't know. I thought that'd be fun. I don't really know where to go with it. I just like, it was an idea I had where I was just like, I feel like I could write this and make it worth watching. Like,
who would be your dream lead?
Oh,
your male lead.
Okay, so it would.
Tom Hardy, I think, would do a pretty good job.
Okay,
something like
I was gonna say. Okay, so Tom Hardy has done one of these movies.
He has.
It's called Locke. It's a single location movie in which Tom Hardy is in a truck, and the whole time he's just on the phone with people. And the whole movie is just Tom Hardy in a truck, on the phone with people, having a conversation. So like, he could pull it off because he can totally carry a movie by himself, and he's nice to look at. Obviously, like I feel like. It has to be someone who's like on the younger side, but like Tom Hardy is
like someone on the younger side that can kind of flow in between all those different roles, like heartthrob, like
and you can
creepy.
You have to be you have to be a believable creep, like it's because like there are some like Tom Hanks might be able to do it now, but like when he was younger, it would like it's so hard to like.
Oh come on. I didn't do that to that girl.
that was an uncanny Hanks, dude. That was
the first come on. I lost it with the sentence.
But that was good. I'm impressed. I was not expecting it to be Tom Hanks. That was like, now at this point, I feel like we should make a fake Tom Hanks Twitter and just go with it.
Dude, I was gonna make an Alex Winter like one.
Nice. Dude, that would have been so good. I have been thinking about making a couple of agents, but with different names, but do the same picture. Like,
hello, Mr. Anderson.
So, I mean, if you're out there and you haven't seen this Twitter account that I've created, it's Reeves Dude. I recently posted. They have these things where it's the circles where you can go on this app called like Chirpty. It's a website or an app where they tell you who you engage with the most or who's around you engaging the most. So I made one. I made this so you can see it. It's so that's my Keanu in the center.
So good with the dogs too. I only saw the agents at first, but then I looked closer and saw like the John Wick dogs.
Yeah. Yeah, so you see the two John Wick dogs and all the agents surrounding him. So I thought that was funny. I wanted to like start making those agents profiles so I can slowly encroach on my own Keanu with them. I just thought it would be funny. I don't know why. It's just something fun to do, dude. At this point. I'm never dating again. I'm gonna die alone. So I am Keanu Reeves.
I am Keanu Dracula.
I've been learning a lot about Keanu Reeves lately because of that. But just like, you know, so in the read that we did that you all just listened to, I said my name is Chuck Spadina. That's because Keanu Reeves, when he was first starting as an actor, he had like a whole crisis where like he was afraid he wasn't getting cast because of his weird name.
So he came up with Chuck
Spadina, and he was supposedly he was sincerely considering changing it to Chuck Spadina, and then but he chose not to, thankfully for all of us. So Steven, what are you going to do this week?
I'm gonna either flat a lot of pages, and I'm probably gonna aim to draw a couple more because I do want to get you so that way you can start narrating. Yeah, I'll at least get the 2-page done. That way you have all that you can work on. Cool.
Yeah, dude. So if until then, I plan on. So this is a week Atlas goes with his mom for 2 days, which means I'm gonna do dialogue, like just like I did last week, or last time Atlas went with his mom. I killed the narration as much as I could. I'm gonna just like go crazy on dialogue and just get as much done as I possibly can. That's my plan. Whenever you do send me the 2-page, I'm going to do as much of the narration because I'd love to just get like something done. You know what I mean? Like It's really cool. We're very close to getting all the art done in general, which is a really cool feeling. Like the fact that like the book is almost fully drawn is awesome. Like
and then even looking at the pages I flatted because of the pencil work, it's like, it doesn't really need a lot more color besides that.
Yeah, dude. I think like just like
it's
tweaking
effects, whites,
and a little whites. Yeah, like, and that's it. It's looking really good. The book is very close to being done. So I'm looking at just working on dialogue, and I really want to finish writing the songs from like the musical versions of the songs, like not the actual songs that are played on the record, but because that's what we're doing together, right? I think that'll be fun. I think there's a lot less pressure to write the songs that remind him of the moments. You know what I mean? Like I
feel
the
actual musical,
the actual musical, because like the actual musical, it hurt to write, and the lyrics are very important. Whereas I think the lyrics, although they still should be like. They should be associated with the moments, at least. They don't have to be directly about the moments or be so like directly attributed to the book in a way that's like important to me, or like it doesn't have to like the words themselves don't have to have the meaning that like the tone has for those songs. You know what I mean? So
I think it'd be cool if like we picked like 4 bands.
Yeah.
And each song is like an imitation. We won't even tell the people what the imitations are. We can just let people try to guess.
Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun.
I feel like there's like a few bands like that we could like, especially like I don't even want to name any, but because I don't want to give anything away because I know like one of them would be cool. But and that's what we can do for those 4 songs. Just like make it like in the spirit of this. Like if this band had this song, this is what that would sound like.
With those songs, I'm gonna probably like take a couple of days off when Atlas goes with his mom and just like come over your house and just like sit down and write those songs.
The studio days are going to be fun when we start doing that. It'll be cool to like maybe do something like where Zoe's like where we can talk to Zoe while we're recording, like maybe just have like a Zoom meeting basically, and that'd be fun too.
Oh yeah, for sure, dude. And Zoe's really excited about this project, and I don't know. I can't wait to hear her parts. Everything I've heard from her already is just beautiful, and she really has an amazing voice. If you haven't heard Zoe, her music, she has a whole album out, and it's beautiful and incredible. And I'll post a link below. And
she's got that very like, what's the word? It's like hard to explain.
She's like sultry, but
sultry. It's exactly what I was going to use, but I didn't want to sound like
I know. I know it's like soulful and like it's really good. It's powerful, but also like subtle in a beautiful way. I don't know. She's amazing. She's just
it's really low but powerful. It's hard to explain. Like it's like this. It's a perfect energy for this.
It really is. It really is. Like I'm so thankful that she agreed to work on this. She's definitely going to elevate the project in a way that like we couldn't do by ourselves. You know, like with either of us doing the female version, the vocals. So. Never mind, Zoe, you're fired. Steven, you're hired.
Mortal Kombat Match 2 1.
All right. Thank you all for listening and watching this. If you're only listening on one of the various podcasting apps, thank you. Thank you for listening. Let us know that you're listening. We don't know. But if you are only listening, please go to youtube.com/WeHaveIssues podcast and hit the subscribe button. Just subscribe.
Don't even hit it. smash it.
Slam it.
Smash that damn subscribe button.
Like just like lick it. I don't just do whatever works. I don't know how technology.
Flip it. Twist it.
Shout at it. I don't know, like however you can, just please, like it really would help. I know, like you hear people say like subscribe, blah, 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 blah. It really helps us. If we get to 1,000, we can actually monetize our episodes, which means that we will make some sort of passive income from these episodes over time, and we might be able to let me quit my job. No, but really, like everything does help. We also, if you don't want to subscribe on YouTube and help us that way, we do have a Patreon as well. I'll post a link to that below. We're on Twitter, twitter.com/wehaveissuespod. We're on Facebook at facebook.com/group/wehaveissuespodcast. We are everywhere, and we love you, and we're thankful for you. Thank you for coming back every week. We hope you enjoyed this episode, and I can't wait to see you again. I'm Anthony.
And I'm Stevie Wildcard.
And this has been episode 39 of We Have Issues. Thank you. 39. Carlos is
never
just
got never got the satisfaction from that. All right.